Your move.
What is going on, you guys? Bashtian here, and today we're coming at you with the deck of the month. Is this gonna be deck of the month?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Well,
by the time it
Rob's
goes
deck
up.
of the month.
Ta-da!
Yay! This is a pre-banless Sky Striker build that my boy Rob's been trying out. Now, Rob, what inspired you to bring Sky Striker back in what will be now 2022?
So the actual reason I can't say on camera, I'll tell you after. But part of it is, well, no. So the card reason is that like this card I think is the best spell in 2021. I think this is one of the most cracked out spell cards, and this deck gets to abuse that. I was playing PK, like as you guys saw before on the channel, I had a PK list up, but I didn't like that it was just Scythe control. There's no Scythe in the deck. I know there's a build playing like the Scythe or the MST that sets Scythe, and I didn't want to do that. This deck is like go second, hand trapped into hell. You're not gonna notice it in any of the games, but I do choose to go second. Sebastian just kept winning the dice rolls and choosing go first, so he never learned that. But yeah, so this
Whatever.
is go second. This is go second striker. It's plain old noodles. So we got your 3 Ray, your 2 Rose. I don't play 3. I think like drawing one of these cards is very good. I think your deck has so many ways to get to them, between Engage, Hornet Drones, Area 0, Prosperity, Rhoda, and Terraforming all access these, and like you want to draw spells because then you get your good effects. Like you don't want to draw like a bunch of monsters.
Right.
And then your hand also gets really clunky for Celestial, like dumping out your hand for Celestial. So
Right.
you'd rather not do that. And then so play a lot of hand traps because you go second, right? 3 Nibiru, 3 Ash, 3 Veiler. I played Imperm as well. You see it in the trap. I'll just put it here. 3 Imperm as well, so like 12 hand traps. I think Nibiru is really good against the Tri-Brigade Lyrillist deck. In conjunction with like Nib Veiler, because you draw like Nib Veiler and Nib Imperm, and you're just like, alright, do whatever you want. I'm just gonna like hit both. Ash hits the Samorgling if they don't end on what's his face, Draco feature, but also hits Fusion Destiny against Rogue decks, and it hits Emergence and Sword Soul, so that you can't get Proto. And Proto sucks.
So why not Droll in the main?
This deck doesn't really like capitalize on it. I feel like it like Droll is really good in aggressive decks because like you can like once you Droll them, then you like put a bunch of cards on the board, and then it's like, all right, you're applying pressure. This deck doesn't really do that unless you draw, or you go out. You have to play into hand trap to get to DPE, and I feel like at that point you're just like you're not really doing anything. Like you're gonna neg 1 yourself and then play into cards, whereas Striker inherently just plays on certain cards.
Gotcha.
Well, I was thinking about siding Droll. I didn't side Droll for this build, but I might side Droll in the future. And then the cards that I always drew, Dasher and Celestial.
Very true.
There's one match where both games I open up Dasher, and there's another match where both games I open up Celestial. But these cards are just so like these cards with the Fusion Destiny, so good, so good. Then for the Striker spells, 3 Widow Anchor, and then 1 of everything else. So Shark Cannon, Afterburner, Multi, Hornet Drone, Area 0, and Ngage. These cards are just at 1, so you can't play more than 1 of each of these. So like these cards suck in multiples to draw. Like drawing 2 of these is really bad. Going second, like going first, drawing multiples of them is fine, is whatever, because like you just set them. But going second, like these cards aren't that good to draw, so you just play 1 and 1, just so you have the utility of getting to them. And then 1 Afterburner, because like this is the only one I was thinking about playing 2. But inherently against like the Tri-Brigade deck, half the stuff can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects, so it doesn't feel like that good. Like you have to use 2 cards to deal with it. Against Sword Soul, it's just like a whatever, trade 1 for 1, but I don't want to draw multiples. Especially because sometimes they have Chen Ying too, it's the same problem. And it's not good until like DPE, so it's like so that's it for the Striker spells. I never wanted more. I think maybe I wanted like an extra Shark Cannon once. But, like other than that, like, I don't really like. Oh, I need more Shark Cannons to win the game. And then, oh my god, this card is so good, so good. Like you just activate this card. So like the thing about this versus Red Eyes Fusion is that like you can draw it standalone. It's really good, and like this card doesn't say just Omni Negate and then pop 2. It says pop a card every single turn, draw 2 cards, and summon a monster. It's just so free. Like this card, after the ulti comes out, this card's gonna get like limited or banned. It's gonna be crazy. But this card's so stupid.
Yeah, every single game you beat me in, which was every single game we played.
DPE is just so good.
You just activated that card.
Because like the thing about this deck is like you draw 2 hand traps or 1 to 2 hand traps to simplify the game state. You commit a Ray or Rose to get your engine, and then you activate Fusion Destiny, and then like the game is just over. Because DP is so good, and when it's like simplified game states and your opponent's like top picking.
Right.
And then through Prosperity, these are typically desires, but like, you want to dig for Fusion Destiny, and you don't want to vanish the bricks. So it's just playing 3 of these. These are good. They let you dig for engine. The only card it conflicts with is engage, but sometimes you play conservatively by like holding engage. So but this card lets you dig for like Fusion Destiny, post side, it lets you wild cards. All in all, it's really good. Then 3 Chalice. I did this over Droplet because it's a better 1-for-1, and the only matchup this card's worse in is the Tri-Lyralist deck. But like, I didn't like pitching spells from my hand. Like it felt very weird going activate card, chain Droplet. In this deck, so I'd rather just keep my card advantage, keep my hand advantage, and have the 1-for-1 in Chalice. This also has cool stuff and damage stuff where you go like normal guy, make Hayate, attack direct, damage stuff, Chalice your monster, and they can't respond. So, and then Rhoda, Terraforming, and the card that I never dropped, Mystic Mine. Please ban this card.
You played that card?
Yeah. It was because I wanted to play Terraforming because it's a free spell. But I didn't want to play double Area Zero, so I just played 1 Mystic Mine. It's just a card that, like, when you have DPE too, you can just, like, DPE, pop everything but their 1 monster, and then just, like, stand my phase, DPE comes back, I pop a card, still under Mystic Mine. Like, it's just, like, it's more of a grind game card. I hate this card personally. Like, and I think this card is not that, like, good in this deck, but I think it's, like, strong enough to still play the 1. Like, I wouldn't go out of my way to play, like, 2-3, like some people.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's the main deck. I think it's 41, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, 39. Oh shit, it's a 40 card deck.
What?
That's crazy. I'm about to throw an upstart in there. Yeah. Then for the extra, 3 Kagari, 3 Shizuku, 2 Hayate, because you never miss a third. There's also not a lot of room because you have to play DP and Verte, so you kind of lose that. 1 Kaina, I think I summoned it once. It doesn't, the time effect doesn't come up because you go second, and then like the zones come up randomly. Like this card's not there. Seek's pretty cool, just like a non-target banishes stuff. It lets you proc your Area Zero worst scenario. What's also cool is you can like take stuff, link with it, and then also make Shizuku. Then this guy, he's the big man. This guy's so good. I love this guy. And you summon it more. You don't really go through this. Like you can. It's a really good bait. It's also a good link climb card because I play Ningirsu. So most lists play Celine Needle Fiber access code. I play Phoenix Ningirsu and access. I just wanted more outs to Imperial Order because like everyone just draws that card. Like everyone just like has Imperial Order glued to their hand, and it's just like no. So that deals with that. This deals with non-target stuff, so it deals with like the Samorg. It deals with anything the Samorg points to, and then access code is access code.
Right, true.
Yeah,
Nice.
and then the side deck. So the side deck is very like theory. Like I haven't gotten to test the side. Haven't gotten the chance to test the side deck as much as I'd want to, but it's more of a theory thing. So like 3 Token Collector for Sword Soul. Because going second, Protoss is very scary. So this card just like you want the floodgate kind of cards. But this is something that can change. Pink is really good in this deck. It's good like 1-for-1. You special this, pop, send it with Area Zero, or it's out to IO and anti-spell. Called by for when you go first. I was thinking about doing Called by, and instead of Dark Rulers for going second, doing a barrier, Dimension Barrier. So pretty much you had 4 cards when they force you to go first, because post side, once they realize you're playing Go Second Striker, they'll make you go first. You put in like really good cards. But I do Dark Ruler mainly because I was always picking to go second whenever I had the chance, and against combo decks I'd rather activate Dark Ruler than break apart their board. Raigeki. So this is, it might seem really random, but it's like really good against Sword Soul. It's really good against the it's pretty much just Sword Soul. Like it's just a good like a blowout 1-0 to draw. And I didn't want to play Lightning Storm in this deck. I don't think Lightning Storm is very good in this deck. You want cards that are chainable, and I didn't have room for Evenly. But, like, if anything, like 1, 2, and 3 can become Evenly, and then these 3 become Barrier, which is something that I was thinking about a lot. And then with that in mind, I played the chainable back row removal stuff, so Twin Twister Cosmic.
Dang, that's a lot of back row.
Well, so Striker used to have really good back row matchups because you would loop Afterburners and what's it called? Jamming Wave. But we had to cut Jamming Wave because it's not that good. And most of the stuff that you want to hit this format is chainable. So like this hits Schism, this hits the Pandemonium, it hits Revolt in the standby phase, it hits Anti-Spell IO, it forces Blackout too and it banishes it too. And then like, so you just have like 6 chainable cards. Originally it was gonna be MST actually, but like I just wanted like the hard blowout cards against back row decks. And these are cards that kind of like force Judgment, which is really cool. I guess any lists are playing. But yeah, so this is the January deck of the month. Something nice, plain old chicken soup or plain old soup Sky Striker. Going into 2022, I think this deck is a very viable rogue option. The format is definitely going to change with the ban list. But I don't think this deck gets affected by the ban list unless they like randomly just re-ban Engage, which I don't see them doing.
Hey, it might happen. Who knows? They do have a Sky Striker support coming up.
Yeah, that's the other thing. The Striker support coming out. I don't know when next year, but I know we got like the little box, and I don't know when we're gonna get the cards. But this is also something to keep in mind when we get the new support. I think they're releasing more. Like I know they revealed 2 cards, but I think there might be more. I'm not too sure, but hopefully. But yeah, so it's something simple. You guys get to see the dual videos too, which is pretty cool. You get to see Bashtian get impermed a lot. That'd be great.
We don't have to talk about it.
Spoilers.
We don't have to talk about it. Damn it. No, but let me ask you why. So going second, have you considered playing like cards like Night Beam as well, or no?
Like what cards?
Like Night Beam.
Not really. I think Shizuku Pass kind of sucks, which is the main thing. Because like whenever you go first, the most you're gonna do is normal raid, make Shizuku, maybe activate multi-roll pass. Like with only 1 engage, like your blowout turn 1s are hands like that, and then you have to rely on non-engine, non-searchable cards like there can be only 1 D barrier, artifact sanctum, stuff like that. So I didn't want to build my deck that way. I built it with a lot of hand traps to simplify the board, simplify the game state, and just like kind of just win from like basic +1 advantage.
Okay, but what about Night Beam?
Night Beam doesn't deal with Anti-Spell IO, which are the only cards I care about.
Okay, gotcha.
Because this card is a pseudo Night Beam, because it makes it you can't respond to spells. So like you commit this, you send another thing. Then you Afterburner, then you get spells in the grave, then you have to pop a monster, pop it back, or can't respond. Then you add Engage, and then you could already add it back. Afterburners, pop a monster, pop a spell. Like this card just being able to can't respond is a pseudo Night Beam as well. You also have Phoenix and you also have Unicorn. Night Beam's like funny, but like it's not chainable, which is the main thing. And like
I gotcha.
And then the other application, which is why I was thinking about doing MST instead of Cosmic, is that these kind of cards, well, this card, and if these are MSTs work with Area 0, because you can always Twin Twister pop your own Area 0 to flip rare. And this is technically 2 spells in the grave, because you go Twin Twister, pitch spell, pop 2, and then activate another spell, then you activate 3 spells for 3.
That makes sense.
But Night Beam is kind of just like, and plus there's a lot of ways to play because there's a lot of multiple negates on the board. So like they can't chain the card, but they can chain another. Like when you play against like PK, right? you go main phase, Night Beam, target a Fog Blade. They can go, alright, chain DP, pop the other Fog Blade. Or like, there's just like better cards to play. Because like, I'd rather just Cosmic the Fog Blade as opposed to Night Beam it, because this also banishes it. Or I'd rather Twin Twister, pop 2, and then because it deals with multiple. Plus, this is better against Scythe. Like when they go Dag to set Scythe and you want to go DP effect, chain Cosmic, banish the Scythe, because you know where it is, because they set it off Magda. And then it's just like, alright, I don't get Scythe locked and I get to play this turn? Like that's pretty good. But yeah, so that is the January, the first second of the month for 2022. There's gonna be a lot of cool content. Once I get back into the swing of things, because I haven't been able to play locals in a while. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of cool decks coming for 2022. I'll make sure of it, because we cooking some sauce. Me and Bashtian, we're cooking some sauce in the lab.
Heck yeah. We got a lot of really, really amazing duels coming up, so be sure to not miss out on those. They should be getting uploaded this upcoming week, so go ahead and be on the lookout for that. But yeah, definitely, Rob, I know you always shout out Game Day, Cute Penguin.
Yes. Yes.
But Game Day, was it Game Day Toys and
Game
Games?
Game Day Toys and Games, and then the Instagram is Game Day TCG. We changed it recently. We also have a YouTube page where we've been posting like some duel videos from the locals. We've also been doing like some of the bigger pack openings, which should be Game Day Toys and Games as well. Nice. So definitely go check out my job, my locals. We're gonna be doing a lot of good stuff in 2022. We're gonna be doing a lot of good stuff in 2022. Hope you guys enjoy it. Hope you guys pop out.
Yeah, definitely. They do a lot of high stakes tournaments. Or if you're in New York and you like high stakes Yu-Gi-Oh, definitely go ahead and check out Game Day Toys and Games. That's gonna be it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section down below. Smash that like button if you guys did enjoy, and also show Rob some love by make sure you extra smash that like button, as we are doing this on New Year's Day, essentially on New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve.
Happy New Year's to you, Rob, and Happy New Year's to you guys as well. What's up?
Happy New Year's, guys. No, I was gonna say is yeah, it's New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
So, Happy New Year's to you guys.
Alright, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll go ahead and see y'all in the next one.